To enjoy Digimon Time Stranger to its fullest potential, you need to understand the Digimon themselves. This includes their typings, their abilities, and the vast amount of buffs and debuffs. Starting with their typing, all Digimon fall under 1 out of 7 categories. We have the classic data, virus, and vaccine, but we also have free, unknown, variable, and no data. No data Digimon have no inherent advantage or disadvantage against other typings. They are neutral Digimon typically found in baby and in training Digimon. Now, variable are typically unique Digimon capable of changing forms during combat. For example, Lanamon can actively switch to Calamarimon during a fight. This can be rather useful, as this will change their speciality. Lanamon's range stream is a water-based elemental magic attack. However, changing forms into Calamarimon, her Titanic Charge deals no physical damage. We also have the unknown typing, which are Digimon that do not fit into the standard evolution stages. In Time Stranger, these are the Keramon line, Apoclymon and both Agumon Bond of Bravery and Gabumon Bond of Friendship. Now, the free typing typically includes the Armor Digivolutions, and their lines including the DNA Digivolutions, alongside a handful of other Digimon, such as Vikemon and Valkyriamon. Now, free Digimon are not inherently weaker to other typings, as they are neutral-type Digimon like the others we have covered so far. What stands out is they tend to have more elemental weaknesses and resistances. Take Flamedramon for example, who is resistant to fire, grass, lightning, and light damage, whilst at the same time being weaker to water, ice, earth, and wind. To put simply, all free-type Digimon follow the same rule. They are resistant to 4 elements, weaker to 4 elements, and neutral to 3. And then we have the classic data, virus, and vaccine. Each is strong against one, while being weak to another. Vaccine is strong against the virus types. Virus is strong against data, with data being strong against vaccine. You will want at least one of each on your team, as you do not want to rock up to a fight with 3 vaccine-type Digimon against a bunch of data Digimon. You would want a virus type in reserve to switch to actively during battle. Now that you know your Digimon's typing, next you want to go over their abilities, as there are 2 types: special skills and attachment skills. Special skills are unique to that Digimon, with their own animation and voiceover. Some of which are very powerful for those Mega Plus runs. Take my Lilithmon for example. Her special skill is the Phantom Pain, targeting all enemies. Lilithmon performs a dark magic attack with a power of 55, with a 100% chance to apply deadly poison, alongside applying injury, dealing increased damage to Digimon with the deity trait. The reason this attack is so good is that injury will shut down any healing, whilst deadly poison chips away at the enemy's health. Then there are your attachment skills. These can be found after battles, brought from stores, and even removed from other Digimon, and can be swapped out at any time. This is how you get additional elemental attacks, healing abilities, buffs, and debuffs. You will want a spread of different abilities across your Digimon team to help uncover enemy Digimon weaknesses, alongside detrimental effects being extremely effective on those Titan boss battles. Each Digimon also has access to 2 equipment slots, where you can further boost your stats, or to even resist other effects. Take the Smithing God's Hammer for example, a plus 20% crit rate, nullifies poison and deadly poison, alongside boosting my resistance to steel. Keep in mind that stats boosted through items are considered bonus stats shown in blue, and do not count towards your Digivolutions. Onto your buffs, which you have both Charge and Field. Charge versions are more potent as you buff only one Digimon. For example, Attack Charge applies a 30% attack boost for 3 turns, whereas the Attack Field will boost all Digimon allies by 10% for 3 turns. You are capable of boosting any skill besides your HP and SP. Field charges work best when facing multiple Digimon, whereas single target charges work best for boss battles, as you can apply this buff on top of another buff for a strong one-hitter. For debuffs, you have the reversal of stat boosting. Instead, you can lower your enemies. These are the Bind and Break skills that follow the same ruling. Binds are a single target, while Break are multi-target. For example, Attack Bind lowers a single enemy's attack by 20% for 3 turns, whilst the Break variant lowers all enemy attacks by 10% for 3 turns. You also have unique debuffs, with some Digimon attacks capable of applying that same effect. For example, Venom Trap can be given to any Digimon with a 60% chance to apply poison, whereas my Lilithmon has a 100% chance to apply deadly poison to all targets. The difference between poison and deadly poison is the amount of damage hitting the enemy at the start of their turn. Really strong against bosses, chipping away at their HP. Now, attacks such as Panic Wisp can apply Confusion. Confusion has the chance that the Digimon under the effect may not be able to perform any actions during its turn, whilst the stronger version called Chaos guarantees a Digimon cannot act during their turn. There are a few bosses during the story this is very helpful against. Next, actions such as the Ripping Net, which can apply paralysis. Paralysis has a chance to stop a Digimon moving during their turn, and will automatically recover after several turns, whereas the stronger variant Immobilization guarantees the target cannot move during their turn. Abilities such as Idle Bubble have a chance to apply sleep, working just like paralysis that Digimon is unable to move, and will wake up after several turns, or after being attacked. The Deep Slumber variant means the enemy Digimon will not wake up by itself, and instead must be attacked, a really good way to stall for time, whilst you buff and heal up your Digimon. Actions such as Texture Blow can apply Crystallization. Crystallization is very useful against powerful hard-hitting Digimon, transforming them into their sprite form, unable to use their skills, leaving them only with their normal attack. Crystallization will also recover after several turns. The last debuff on this list, which I think is the most powerful, is Reversal. This inverts a Digimon's type and elemental matchups, meaning you can change their strengths and their weaknesses. For example, if you are using a virus Digimon against a vaccine, by default you are at a disadvantage. Applying Reversal would change things, so you as the virus are then strong against the vaccine type. This will also reverse their resistances. For example, the fight against Parrotmon, he is immune to lightning. If you apply Reversal, his lightning immunity then turns into his biggest weakness. Do not overlook this action. At least one Digimon in your team should have Reversal. And last up are the specials, starting with the Acceleration Boost, allowing you to grant physical charge to one of your Digimon. This will power up your physical type moves. The same goes with the Spell Boost variant. Applied to a Digimon, you boost their next magic ability. Then you have both Attack and Magic Reflect. These create a special barrier in front of your Digimon, which will reflect back the damage if you are struck by the correct type. If you have the Magic Reflect up and are struck by a magical ability, this will be deflected. Should you be struck by a physical attack, that action will land, as this does not match the Reflect type. Next we have the Curse Barrier, which applies the status Abnormality Immunity. This makes Digimon immune to effects like Deadly Poison, Slumber and Crystallization. Then you have the Status Barrier, granting Stat Debuff Immunity. This prevents enemy Digimon from lowering your Digimon's stats. Next you have the Safety Guard. This applies Guts. Guts is a great way to protect a Digimon, as this will prevent that Digimon from being dropped below 1 HP. You also have Hate Charge that applies Taunting. The Digimon that taunts becomes the enemy's next target. And last up on the list is Reset Body, which will allow you to remove buffs from enemy Digimon to even out the playing field. The last key trait to understand about your Digimon is their personalities. What personality your Digimon has affects what skills are boosted, alongside the personality perks they can get. You have Philanthropy, Valor, Wisdom, and Amicability. Achieving any of these 4 personalities, your Digimon can instantly obtain one of 2 perks. For Philanthropy, that is the Healing Wisdom and SP supplement. For Valor, you have the Warrior Wisdom and Song of Triumph. For Amicability, you can obtain Cheer and Prankster, with Wisdom having access to Secret Sage Art and Magical Wisdom. Each of the 4 personalities have 4 personality traits. These traits can affect your stats, which also have 2 separate personality skills. Philanthropy has Adoring, Devote, Tolerant, and Overprotective traits, meaning you can switch to one of the following personality skills: Follow-up, Prayer for Aid, First Aid, Stout Spirit, Steadfast Heart, Rally Blessing, First in Line, and Great Embrace. Rally Blessings and Great Embrace are the best options here, for either the KO Protect or the Overhealing, with Follow-up being a great perk for Digimon such as King Etamon. Valor comes with Zealous, Brave, Reckless, and Daring, unlocking the options First in Line, Fast Break, Extra Strike Tech, Vitality Thief, Steadfast Might, Counter, Stout Defense, and Strategic Order. The best options here are Counter and Fast Break, for access to easy bonus damage. Amicability comes with Opportunistic, Friends, Sociable, and Compassionate. These unlock Slow Started, Planning Ahead, Strategic Order, Fortifying Charge, Booing Extends, Weak Point Blitz, Stout Strength, and Hustle Cry. Quite a few here are really good, as you can extend buffs and debuffs, boost your damage against a Digimon's weak point, and become stronger in longer fights. And lastly, we have Wisdom's Enlightenment, Sly, Astute, and Strategic. Here you can obtain Intense Focus, Haymaker, Meditation, Combo Magic, Steadfast Emotion, Magic Thief, Follow-Up, and Soothing Song. Haymaker's 20% bonus crit is insane, but my favorite here is Combo Magic. Reusing the same magic attack twice in a row is extremely powerful.